So first things first, let's just talk through the pros and cons, which is the second section. And I'll go through the pros first, and then I'll talk about the cons. Quite simply, it makes good profits, or should we say ROIs. Regularly, we were exceeding 100% ROI on products. That's amazing. Getting 100% ROI on products, even at £20,000 a month, I really enjoyed getting. And also as well, a lot of the time I could get products whereby I might be making more than £30 profit per item. I might buy something, let's say for example, a kettle in Italy which wasn't selling because it had a UK plug, which I could then resell in the UK because it had a UK plug for a much, much higher price. I'd regularly see £30, which is amazing. We really love those ROIs and profits. Now that leads me quite nicely onto the cons. So the cons about doing Amazon flips are, and I've talked about them already. First things first, I said it earlier in the disclaimer, there could be a potential risk because if you scale this to a certain point and you want to go even bigger, you're going to do multiple buying accounts and that could potentially put your selling account at risk. And if you don't know, it's not like you can burn one selling account and then create a new one. It just doesn't happen. You literally get one selling account and that is it. And once you've ruined that selling account privilege, Amazon will never let you sell again. So I was very, very careful of that, due to the potential risk, and hence one of the reasons why we stopped doing it. Number two is the fact that for our model whereby we were buying from Europe and shipping into the UK, Brexit has just made this pretty much impossible or very, very difficult. Now, the other one is to say that we had limited buying quantities. You could only buy 3 at a time, which was a real frustration. As you grow, you're making money, you want to buy more and more stock. We just couldn't do it. We couldn't buy more than 3. And the final one, which I'll talk about, is if you were doing the same as me, i.e. importing from Europe into the UK, what we found was that the German listing should be the same as the UK listing, but it wasn't. It might be that the German listing was a pack of 1 and the UK listing was a pack of 10, for example, which caused a real nightmare. And not only that, also as well, things like electrical items, whereby the plug sockets are different, or maybe they might not say that actually they're saying it's a UK version, but it's not, it's a European version, and then it's got adapters. And then once you realize that, you've got to return it, and then you've got to pay a return charge, not to within the UK, but also back to Europe, which costs a lot more money. So just be mindful of that. There are pros and cons. There is risks, but the upside could be very profitable, but again, there's a riskier account. So do this sourcing method as a caution, just be fully well aware of the risks that happen. Okay, so what do you need to do before you source this? Number 3, well, quite simply, when you are sourcing, you need to be buying from what's known as a non-prime account. Why? Because using a prime account with prime shipping is against Amazon's terms of service. You cannot buy using the prime delivery for the purpose of resale. It's very clearly stated within terms of service, then that will be a problem. And I'll show you about that in a bit as well. But quite simply, a non-prime buying account, so create a second buying account which doesn't have prime membership. That's how you're going to search for the deals or check that you can buy them. What you're going to need as well is Keeper. We'll use Keeper to do the analysis to find the deals. Number 2, I'd recommend something like a calculator tool. We use FBA Multi-Tool, works really well. And that's a really good method to help you understand if you're doing cross marketplaces, but during Brexit it's a lot harder. And then finally, Amazon DS Quick View can help as well if you're doing cross marketplace sourcing, which we'll talk through a bit about. You want to also understand your fundamental criteria, what you're looking at, and we'll do that in the live demonstration. So ROI, profit, sales history, really understanding what you're looking for. This generally tends to be higher criteria, i.e. like 50% ROI, maybe like £5 profit deals you're looking for when you're doing flips, because you can't get the same volume and it's just how much your time is worth. So you get some really, really good deals. Now, quick question for you guys. This is one of our many sourcing methods that I've used in the past, but also as well that we use to find deals. And I'm always interested to understand how many deals a day are you getting that meet your criteria? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, so let's now go through how to do Amazon flip sourcing. And what I'm going to do in this example most likely will be the UK to UK flip version, and I will talk you through then a variation on how to do that in the EU, what we would do. But quite simply right now, let's go through the UK to UK flips, jump on the laptop and I'll show you how to do that. First things first, I've just loaded into Keeper here, and this is what we're going to use to find the products which have been reduced. Now, fundamentally, what we're trying to look for are products whereby the price has dropped recently because Amazon's maybe got a sale on, and then what we can do is we can buy it low today and then resell it back onto the marketplace at a higher price. So quite simply, I want to come in and just make sure I set it up correct. So I'm going to change it to amazon.co.uk, or I'll do UK for this, but you might do .com. So .co.uk. Now, quite simply, we've got what I'm going to do is come down to deals, or come over to deals, and I'll just wait for this to load. What I'm going to look at is, I quite like looking at the, we can leave it in this, but I'll go into product boxes just because it's quite visual. I quite like that way. Now, what I'm going to be looking at is choose deal type. We are probably going to be looking at Amazon deals. So I'm looking at the price for Amazon, what's happening there. And what I'm looking at is drop percentage range. So it might be like 30% to 80%. I could go a little bit higher, 90%, for example, just setting these up. Now you want to tweak them, play with them, find what works for you to get the right results. And then what I want is has Amazon offer. So that's pretty much going to be defined anyway. Why? Because what I'm looking for is that Amazon are on the listing. Why? Because we want to buy from Amazon themselves, not from third-party suppliers, but Amazon. So what I'm going to be looking for, quite simply, is you can see here it says like average £40, now £11.89. I'm going to hover over and I'm going to be looking at this graph. And what I'm looking for is to see what's gone on with the price. So you can see this line here, where the shaded area is, it's been up here and it's come down, 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 and now it's popped up again. So if I just kind of jump into this, we'll load it up. What I can see is the price has been £22, £22.79, and then it's come down, 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 down. It's £10.79, and then it's gone back up to 40, and it's dropped back down again. So what I'm generally looking at is whereby the price has been one price, and then quite simply, it's now dropped down to at least half that price. Why? Because I need to buy it for at least half the price to resell it again at the normal price. In addition to that, what I'm also looking at is just this green line to make sure the actual product's selling. I can see right now this green line isn't moving enough for me to say it's selling enough product. So I'm going to come out of that product. Let's kind of skim through now and go through a few. So green line not moving enough, not interested. Green line moving quite a lot, and I can see that that price looks like it's dropped. So let's have a quick look on that. So I can see here green line moving down, and I can see Amazon price has been 14, and up here it's been 37, and at 37 I can see movement. So let's just have a quick jump onto that. I'm going to load up the listing itself. So right now I can see this product is selling for $17.25, including VAT. We'll just wait for that to load. Okay, so straight away what I can see is the product, while initially looks good, my eligibility to sell is no. So I'm just going to quickly click ungate to see if I can sell this product. And it says failed, so I can't. So there's no point doing the calculations on it because I can't sell it. But if we were to, what we might say is, look, it's $17.25 now. If we scroll down to the keeper chart, I can see historically it sold for $37.25. And what I might do is just extend it out to the year and say I can see pretty much historically over time, it's always gone for about 33, maybe a bit higher, 44, maybe about that. So I might say, look, if we said 33 as a target, we can buy today for $17.25, $17.25. I'm going to dump in 33 there, just click calculate profit. It's going to come back with like £5.82 and 33.74. Now that's pretty good. I'd take that. I'd be quite happy with that product, but obviously I can't sell this product. So if you could, fantastic, but we can't. So straight away, really quickly, we found a product we can buy today, maybe hold for a month, wait for the Amazon price to come back up to that historical average, and then obviously sell it at that average, and then we might be quite happy. One thing which I will say about this is having really good keeper understanding is going to be key for you to understanding the deals. So what I'll do is I'll drop a link up there to my video about keeper, understanding the basics of keeper. It's a 3-part series that's just going to really help you out. So quite simply, let's have a quick look, see if we can find another deal. Let's go back. So let's scroll through. So this one, possibly, if I just kind of scroll down, maybe I can find something else. Dove, not a problem. We can't, that's going to be hazmat. I can see that because the toilet is a toilet. Lipstick, possibly. Interesting price. Well, it's quite a low value item. I'm not really interested in low value items, so I might skip that. Can I go on to another one? Here we go, interesting. It's kind of going up and down. Again, it's low value, but we might be interested. I think we're just in the beauty category right now. So let's say, for example, right now, if I come across here and I go to like this one, Revlon, I can see the price is going up and down. Another example you might do is, we can say this price has come down to $7.39 and it has been selling higher, but I can see that buy box has always been around the £7. So the Amazon price isn't competitive. So no, probably past that one. So one thing which we do find sometimes, and if I kind of give you an example, we look now, so if I look at this product here, doesn't really sell particularly brilliantly, but if I kind of just scroll back, all I can see is the price has been £60, and then today, you look up here, £13.80, really, really big difference. It does sell, but not particularly well, but even at £13.80 on, and you can see this product is actually selling at £32. Now, if we kind of go into the listing itself, if I load that up, what are we going to see? Well, you can see it's £13.80, but you can see Amazon's out of stock. Now, quite simply, I've done this before. We buy it when Amazon's out of stock and then wait for it to come back in stock and then resell it after that point. So quite simply here, I can see that I'm eligible to sell it, but it's actually classed, no hazmat. So eligible to sell and not hazmat, which is great. And then the idea is to say what I can do is I could buy this product now for how much? £13.80. And then how much does it sell for normally? We're going to go back. It's actually been getting £60, and we can see some sales around 60, maybe 32. I'm going to sell it 32. What am I going to make then? Not going to be huge. Maybe I can sell it a bit higher. Maybe I can get up to like 61. That's going to be a really nice profit there. And you get £22.86 and 165.67, £165.56 ROI. Now, generally speaking, still a sourcing technique. It still takes time, but what you can do is you can find the products that Amazon have dropped by using Keeper, the web browser, and then going to Amazon itself, checking it out, buying now when it's low, and then shipping it back into sale. So quite simply that is the way we're doing it to buy in the UK, to sell in the UK. Now we can do exactly the same thing, looking into the EU, flipping, and quite simply, what have we done? If we do this another way, we might go to something like www.amazon.de, for example. In one way we used to do this quite simply was to quite simply look at Amazon DE deals, i.e. what's on sale right now in Amazon DE, find maybe products that we know we could sell, branded items, not third-party or private label items. So you might say, this is shipped and sold by Amazon EU, it's media, not Poland, but Ring, that's owned by Amazon, I know they don't like it. But you might find something which is quite small and light and works. I don't know if we can find something. Here we go. Orky, no, I was thinking the Logitech thing. Are there any brands that we can sell that we know of? We're looking for branded items because generally speaking, it's just going to make our chances a lot easier. So Nivea and Men Energy, I'd probably say the drop on that isn't enough. I'm just looking at that little graph down the bottom. But maybe you'll find something whereby there is a price drop, and then what you're going to do is buy it cheap in Germany and then flip it over and sell it in the UK where the price is normal again. So you're looking for those really big price drops in Germany. Now, quite simply, you can also do the same technique. Instead of going to Amazon.de and searching for the cheaper prices on the Amazon deals section, you can also go to Amazon.de on Keeper, look for the price drops in Keeper for Germany, and then search for them in the UK and see if they're any good. So flipping them around. And that's just moving stock around, buying low, selling high. Arbitrage works really well. So that is pretty much it. Using Keeper to find deals or find price drops from Amazon selling products to then resell on Amazon again when the price recovers back up. That's it. Very, very simple. Now that leads me quite nicely to move on. Look, buying from Amazon, selling on Amazon, like I said before, does have an element of risk. It's about finding deals. But even as we do that, it takes time. Recording this video has taken me quite a while to find that product, go through certain products. It's not like I'm finding deals, bang, bang, bang. It takes time to find deals. Now that leads me quite nicely just to introduce to you a service which I run called FastTrackFBA Leads. This is a service whereby we have a team of VAs going out there sourcing for lots and lots of different types of OA deals. We don't do Amazon flips, but we do all the other types of OA deals using the sourcing methods that we teach 7 days a week. And what do my team do? They put them onto the FastTrackFBA Leads platform, which quite simply, you can come in, review all those deals that we're finding, looking at the prices, looking at the buy price, the sell price, the profits, reading the Keeper charts, understanding which deals you like. And then when you're ready, you can quite simply choose any deals you want and then unlock them using tokens, which you purchase, which will then give you access to the supplier information and the Amazon ASIN, where to buy the physical product to resell on Amazon. Now, this service is quite unique. No one offers anything like it. Quite simply, why? Because you get to pick and choose the deals that you want, and we have some really great opportunities for new sellers, whereby you can even filter for all the deals we think are ungated. that are just going to support new sellers in getting and finding deals much, much quicker and growing your Amazon sales and growing your profits in Amazon. So have a look down below for Fast Track FBA leads. I'll drop a link to it, and hopefully that's going to help speed up your sourcing and help grow your Amazon business.